Hey YouTube, Not So Slim Jim. It's going to be kind of an impromptu video. I'm working on an E70 X5 here. I'm doing the front suspension, and I tried to find videos on how to do this, and every single one of them seems to leave stuff out. So I'm not doing a complete walkthrough that takes an hour, but I'm gonna give you the here's what to do to make this a billion times more easy. So get ready for a little bit of showing, a lot of talking. All right, this is going to be the same for both the driver and passenger side. First thing you're going to want to do is the rivets that go around here for the fender arch. You're going to want to remove, pull your fender arch out. So you don't have to put new rivets in. If you have one of the, here it is, generic kits like this, it comes with a bunch of different pop rivets, that will work. Or you can buy, I would recommend aluminum rivets, which are by the little guys here on Amazon. These work great, and you just drill the head out, takes a second, replace these. Or if you take it off more often, I'm putting the fake ones on for now with two real ones. Anyways, so do that. Then you're going to do all the nuts and bolts on the inside fender wells. Your back one doesn't have to come off, it just needs to come down. Okay, then you have the two-piece plastic that comes back here. That comes down along with your belly pan, and belly pan's got to come off because it connects to the plastic. And you can do it for both sides, not long, take it off. All right, like I said, don't worry about the ones along the bottom here because you're not taking the back or towards the rear of the vehicle. This is the front of the vehicle off. Next, you're going to undo your brakes, find a convenient place to hang them. I just hung mine from one of the supports up there. This is the passenger side, driver side, a little bit different. Okay, disconnect your, gosh darn it all, speed sensor. Just put it off to the side, you don't want it hanging in the way. Okay, next, you're going to take your jack, actually retract that. You're going to loosen the two bolts to your upper control arm. They can't come out until the shock is removed. Yes, I know it's stupid. Okay, whatever, carry on. Loosen the two bolts, then you're going to take your jack, put pressure underneath your knuckle. You're going to come up and you're going to loosen the bolts up top here. So that means you have to undo the bolts up top. Should be a bunch of 10 mils, some 13 mils on your air box. Other side doesn't have an air box. And then 13 mils for the three up top. Take them completely off, it's fine, not a big deal. Then you have to have, here's your specialty tools stuff, a 27 millimeter 12 point for these three mamma jammas, which are going to be your low control arms and your tie rod. You can pick them up on Amazon. I got this Craftsman here for 12 bucks. Next day shipping. Cool, too easy. All right, from that point, you now have these three out the way. Got your caliper off. I take my rotor off of my brake shield because it makes things so much easier to not have to mess around with, along with the little bracket here. You know, it's just an Allen key. It's the same Allen key you use to remove your speed sensor. Just strip the knuckle. Makes it so much easier. Get that out the way. Now you're going to undo the bolt that goes across your upper control arm. Drop it down. Everything's going to be decompressed now at this point. Not a big issue. All right. After it's decompressed, then you can knock the upper control arm out. Let everything down. Everything's down. Everything's loose. And from that point, I'm trying to remember as I did everything. I'm sorry. Doing your order of operation, how to make this easier, because I spent 8 hours yesterday and I got to this point in an hour today. So obviously it's a lot faster. I'm sorry, I did leave out undoing your sway bar linkage. You want to do that right before you do your brakes. I'm sorry. You're making a list anyways, you're fine. Sorry, had to restart the video for stabilization. Alright, so you got that down. Now from that point, you cannot remove your front control arm until you remove your rear control arm. So what I do is I unbolt them, knock them down, okay, or retract that. I know, I'm sorry, I'm so out of order. Undo your strut, the one bolt that goes into the middle Because you're going to have your arm that sits like this, undo this bolt, pull your strut assembly out so it's completely out the way. Okay, once that's out the way, knock the two arms down, and you have to remove your rear arm first. Then, once your rear arm's out, your front arm, you can bend at an angle, kind of like a shamed duck, and it slides right out. You do not have to remove the CV axle. You can just let it hang down like this. Just try not to pull too hard on the joint there. This works with the aftermarket suspension. It's larger as well. You just kind of jiggle it in. But I did that on my other side yesterday. It worked fine. Now once you get all that, just reverse the process, everything back in, and you're good to go. Sorry if this was kind of scattered brain, but I want to give you an order of operation where you don't have to spend 150 to 200 bucks to remove your CV axle, which, by the way, I tried yesterday for 2 hours and it didn't move. It didn't move. Anyways, so don't have to move your CV axle. Just have to take center out first, then the back one, wedge it at a weird angle. This is the fastest way to do it. Get the whole thing done in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Questions, comments, concerns, comment section.